Like right now my thoughts are very disorganized. Like this is not a video that's gonna be like detailed, and like I'm just expressing my thoughts and my feelings and how I felt in the moment that led up to the reason why I had to, you know, stay away and take time for myself and take a break.
Bata Bata is the name of a dance we do down Johannesburg way.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is doing absolutely amazing during this messy COVID season. I hope you are doing amazing. I hope your friends are doing amazing. I hope your family is doing amazing, and that everyone is staying as safe as possible, you know. Yeah, like I have been gone, you know. I have been gone. It's been a hot second. And I thought, like, for my first video back, I just want to do a sit down, you know, an update, and just detail, you know, what has been going on in my life over the past few weeks and what I've been up to. So without further ado, let's get into it. I hope this video does not need a lot of editing because I am not in the mood to edit. Like, this is my first video back. Like, I am not in the mood to do some heavy editing. I just want this video to be like a one take wonder kind of situation. So I'm having some red wine. Technically I'm not allowed to drink because I got my vaccine shot yesterday and I'm still feeling super tired. I'm still feeling super drained. I'm still feeling some of the side effects. So I was told not to drink like at least for 2 days. But I feel fine, except for the exhaustion. So before we start this video, I know I am looking super tired, super drained. That's because I am. I'm not even gonna lie. I am very tired, and I'll get to why I'm tired in just a moment, but I am very tired. I haven't been sleeping these past few weeks. So I am tired. Yes. Ugh, it smells old. We love that. It's a 2019 bottle. Love it. So I've been away. I've just been trying to, you know, take a break because a lot of things have been happening in my life. I've been fairly overwhelmed. I've just been going through a lot of things. Like, I've just been going through the motions, you know. And I felt like it would be very disingenuous for me to come back to, you know, YouTube, a platform where I basically share my life and not actually talk about what the hell was going on with my life, you know. So many people have sent messages to me, which I appreciate so much, like checking up on me, like how I'm doing. Those are things that, like, I really and genuinely appreciate, because when you are in the dumps, like, the little love and, you know, care that someone offers you is like enough to turn your whole day around, you know. So like, I really appreciate like every message that I've been receiving. I've been seeing everything. Even though like many times I was not in a space to respond, I did see the messages, and everyone who knows me, like everyone who has been following my channel from its inception, like, you know, I respond to messages. Like, I literally do not skip a beat. Like, I respond to every single message that I receive on my channel, because I feel like it's very important to always get feedback and get, like, you know, different opinions on like how you can improve and all that stuff. So when
미안해요. 잘 이해하지
my
못했어요.
speaker, every time I pronounce something that's slightly Korean, my speaker always like tries to chime in. But like, I always respond to every single post and comment on my channel, and I was literally so like in the dumps. Like I did not even have the energy to respond to any message that I got and received. But I did see everything, and I'm very appreciative for anyone and everyone that sent me a message during my dumps, child. But yeah, like these past few weeks I've just been like going through a lot. I don't want to make this video very long, but I've just been going through a lot of personal and family issues. There were just like sicknesses going on. I've been seeing posts about people that I knew who have died. It's just, yeah, there's a lot of death and destruction that has been happening in my life, I could say. And it has affected me in a very deep and personal way. So yeah, like I think one of the first things that really like, you know, was very jarring emotionally for me was seeing someone that I knew, someone that I was close with at some point in my life, who passed away. And I found out about the person's passing on Facebook. It was just a random day scrolling through Facebook and all that stuff. Like I barely use Facebook, but there are moments, like instances where I just randomly go on Facebook just for fun, just for the fun of it. And I saw her picture and I was like, oh my God, I haven't seen this girl in the longest time. Like, let me go to her profile, you know, and check what the hell is going on in her life. Like, because she and I used to be close, you know. And I log into her profile, I check into her profile, and I just see all these messages of condolences, and I'm just like, what the hell is going on? It's just everyone, rest in peace, like, oh my God, such a beautiful soul, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, hold the fuck up. Like, what the hell is going on? Then I look on her profile, and it's just confirmed. Her family like has posted stuff like about her memorial service. It just also goes to show like how out of touch we are, you know, as soon as like we separate from each other. Like, because I knew her from varsity and we were friends in varsity, but then like as soon as we graduated, we both went our separate ways. Like, no one fought, like we did not fight, there was no argument, nothing. It's just that whole thing of growing and going in different directions, because we all have different journeys and we all have different paths in life, and that's generally what happened. So when I saw that post, it was just emotionally unfathomable how someone who is the same age as me could no longer, you know, exist in this very earth that we are on. So it was just, yeah, a moment where like I was just not okay. And then on top of that as well, like I was just dealing with a lot of personal and emotional issues and stuff, and I was just not feeling 100% great about myself, and that, you know, just merged with each other. Those two events just merged with each other, and it just became so explosive. And for me, like, the reason why I tend to stay away from social media, from like anything that requires me to interact with other people, is because I personally do not like to put my pain or whatever I'm feeling aside. I really want to feel whatever I'm feeling in its fullness, and, you know, immerse myself in that pain, so that in that way I'm not neglecting or ignoring whatever I'm going through, because that in itself has dire consequences, you know, like ignoring something or locking it or pushing it away or shoving it away and deeply burying it in some memory, like that is very toxic for your soul. It's very toxic for yourself. It's very harmful. And for me personally, I just love, not love, no one loves to go through shit. I just always want to feel things and get them over with and done with, you know? Just, I want to feel it in that moment, in its fullness, you know, be angry about it, laugh about it, cry about it, whatever the situation may be, and be done with it. I don't want to constantly keep harboring the same emotions. I want to deal with things and move on. Because me, now 5 years later, thinking about the same thing or going through the same motions, that's me backtracking. I'm not moving forward. I'm not evolving emotionally as a human being, you know? So I always want to deal with things as they come and feel them in their fullness and just let them go, you know? So that's what was happening these past few weeks. And also, guys, with my friend that passed away, I don't know the reason for the passing. So I cannot confirm what it was. I still have questions till this day, but I don't know. But also, like, a few weeks ago, I found out that a distant relative passed away. She passed away due to COVID. And it also goes back to what I spoke about in my previous video. I don't know if it's my previous video, but in the video where the title of the video is things they don't tell you about living or moving overseas, something like that. That video, I detail as well about dealing with losses while you are overseas. Not necessarily dealing, but things that happen while you're overseas, and one of them being losses. Like, unfortunately, things like, especially during this time where it's a pandemic, where we wake up and we hear X amount of people died on a daily basis. Those are things that happen, that could potentially happen to you while you are overseas, and you just have to find a way to just deal with it, I guess. And when I found out that a family member passed away, I was very numb. I don't know how to even describe it. Like, it was just an out-of-body experience. Yeah, so that also wrecked me emotionally, I believe. I just did not know how to deal with that situation because you know, the person that I'm speaking about was such a genuine, sweet and loving soul, such a light to be around. And it just, yeah, like when people like that, like, pass away, like all the good ones just get taken away, just like, oh my god. Yeah, so that's what has been happening. And on top of that, like, I've just been dealing with a lot. Oh my god, personally, I've just been dealing with a lot, even at work, guys. Work has been so hectic this week. Like, when you see me this tired, I look like I'm on crack cocaine. Like, I'm so tired. And I just did not want to postpone this video. Like, I did not want to postpone me coming back to YouTube, because I know, like, if I did not record this video today, right this moment, I would not do it. And I know, like, recording this video is going to be a ripple effect where it will push me to record more videos, you know? So it's gonna act as a ripple effect. Like, I know through this one video that I'm shooting right now, it's gonna allow me to continue recording more videos. So yeah, I did not want to postpone my comeback. But yeah, man, it's just a lot has been happening at work. Usually I just work at one school per day, and that's usually in the afternoon, and it's from 2 to 6. That's like 4 hours. I work 4 hours a day. But right now, my schedule is so hectic. Like, I have to work from like 8 in the morning until like 8 in the evening, which is something that I don't normally do. And I work at 2 different schools, and there's also traveling time in between. Like, it takes time for me to get from one school to another. Like, for example, like my 2 schools, one is in Gimhae, one is in Masan, and from Gimhae to Masan through public transportation takes like roughly close to 2 hours. So there's a lot of like traveling time in between. Like, I also have to consider traveling from Masan back home. I'm just tired, my back hurts, my feet hurt, like my brain hurts. Like emotionally, I'm just exhausted. Like, all areas of me are exhausted, you know? And I know it's real when wine is not even helping. Usually like wine calms me down. And I also don't want to make this video very long because I have to wake up early in the morning. So today is a Thursday, by the way. I have to wake up early tomorrow morning. I'm so happy it's Friday. I'm seeing my friends tomorrow. Yeah, I'm traveling to see my friends tomorrow. I don't care who says what. I'm just very exhausted, and I need that kind of company. I need that kind of energy around me. So that's what has been happening in my life these past few weeks. And I thought, like, you know, it's very important to share these moments because, like I said, I'm a person who shares their life on social media, and it would not make sense for me to just share the good parts of my life because that's not how life works, you know? That's not how things work. It's very important to understand that social media is not real. That everyone is definitely facing a struggle or another. Like, there's just always something that is going on people's lives, in people's lives, and not many people choose to share it, which I respect. But for me, as I've said before as well, like, my channel is not only my channel is not only for like fun, and like, it's not only to just be like, ooh, I'm overseas, I'm doing this, A, B, C, and D, blah, de, blah, de, blah. My channel is very personal for me. It's something that I hold very close to my heart, and it's something that I use. It's a platform that I use to sort of, one, document different areas of my life, and 2, it's also something that I want to reflect on. Like, I wanted to capture where I was at certain points in time, you know, so that when I'm like 30 or 40 or 50 or whatever the age may be, I can reflect and be like, damn, I went through A, B, C, and D and I recovered. I stayed in blah, 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 blah. I traveled, I did this, I did that, you know? So for me, my channel is a point of accountability. It's a point of reflection. And that's the main reason why I choose to share everything and make it as open as possible, because it's not only to be a source of entertainment for others, but it's also, you know, something that's very personal to me. That's why I hold it very dear to my heart. And also, if I ever have children one day, I know for me as a parent, I would really want my kids to see me in my fullness, in my full force. I would want my kids to see that I have lived. I would want my kids to see that I have gone through some shit. I'm not perfect. I have gone through my fair share of ups and downs, and I will still continue to go through those ups and downs, you know? yeah, so it's very important for me to reflect that and to be as honest as possible and to be as open as possible, because guess what? There's no point in time where our emotions will be in a state of equilibrium. There's no point in time where you will be completely happy and that will be the wave that you'll ride for months or for years. Like, our emotions need to have, you know, I always say, like, we know sadness because happiness exists. And that's the way that the universe balances the scales of things. Like, we need to know certain things because other things exist. We appreciate life because we know that death is imminent, it's coming. You know, so yeah. I just want to leave it at that, you know. I don't think I have anything else to say, but if I do, child, you know I'll be motherfucking talking. But yeah, I just hope everyone is just doing great. If there's anything troubling you, like, just talk to someone, you know. Speak to your friends, people that you trust with your entire life. Speak to psychologists if you can afford that kind of treatment, if you can afford that kind of atmosphere, environment, like, do consult, you know, because I always say this from time and time again, that your mental health is your most prized possession. It's something that you should hold near and dear to your heart, and anything and anyone that disrupts it, cut it. Period. So thank you guys for watching my video. I know this video is not as entertaining, but I hope you can sort of relate to it. I hope you can sort of see the sincerity behind it, and yeah, like, I hope you're good. I hope you're good. If you're not good, that's also okay. I hope you are finding a multitude of ways to deal and to cope. Healthy ways to cope. But yeah, guys, I'll see you on my next video, which will be coming on Wednesday.